All right. We had to restart it. We lost the first few minutes of it, but that's all right. That's okay. We are back up and running. Yes, yes. Let's see if we're good to go here. There we go.
All right, we good?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got a new modem installed. It's supposed to be better, but who fucking knows with Comcast or Xfinity. But
Yeah, nice.
so I had some questions I wanted to run by you.
All right, let's go.
Came prepared. All right. So first of all, like, what songs did you produce on the new Pass?
Yeah, so I did the first two singles, which were Faith Healer and Slight Rebellion off Madison, which which I was gonna say, Paz told me that that's his favorite beat that I've done for him.
Wait,
So
which one?
Slight Rebellion.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro.
So that's like saying a lot because like we fucking, like I speak for both of us. We've done so many beats for him. So
Yeah.
like that's saying much. And then what's the other one? The one with OT the Real. Gunpowder Plot.
Word.
Yeah.
Shout out to Aaron Hitz on the loop.
Yeah, he did the keys on that one. Crazy.
Yeah, he's a talented brother.
Yeah, he is.
Yo, that's what's up, man. I just gotta say one more time how much I love that Rebellion off Madison one. It is crazy, man. Isn't it? It's dope. Like, you send someone a beat and then look, you don't know what's gonna come of it, and then
No, yeah. Yeah, I know. And that's like one of the coolest things about like, just doing beats for so many people is like it's like the most simplistic beats that are the best songs,
yes,
right? Like
agreed.
the slight rebellion beat, I don't think it changes for 3 minutes. It's the same loop, just but like the song, like everything works. Like like people say that it factor. Like
Yes,
there's like that it factor on certain songs, and especially with Paz, like he's a great beat picker.
he is.
So um so like yeah, that song just came out great, man. I was excited to see that was going to be a video too.
Hell yeah, man. I think one thing about Paz also, aside from the bars, like, and on that song, he showcased it as how nasty his hooks are. That really takes it to
Yeah,
another. You know what I mean?
yeah. It's pretty cool to see him singing now too.
It is, bro. Yo, so one of the joints that we did, it was a trap beat that I did for the album, and he had sent me the first version of it, and he was singing on it. I was like, yo, this is fire. But then the album came out, and he's not singing on the hook. I was like,
Ah,
change the hook.
gotta release the unreleased version.
I know. What if he would kill me, bro? Okay, so moving along. Can you tell us, like, not, whatever you want to share about it, like, what was like your process to working on the beats for this particular album? Anything you want to share. It doesn't have to be.
Yeah, so my process for every single beat is like loop or sample first, like the melody first, and then like when I hear the melody, that dictates what I want to do with the drums.
Mhm.
Like I never start with drums first. It's the melody that like makes me, like does this deserve like a trap snare, or is this more like boom bap style? So for Slight Rebellion off Madison, it was like that, like when I heard that melody, I gotta put some like grimy drums to it. And then I know Paz likes simple. Like I know Paz doesn't do like a lot of stuff going on. So I tried to stay simple with that one. Faith Healer, that's a trap snare.
Yeah,
Yeah, shout out the trap snare, man.
yeah,
But yeah, that one was like because it's kind of like a trap piano melody.
it is.
So I went with the trap. There's even like an 808 bass in that beat.
Yep.
Um,
It,
and the OT the Real one. I mean, Aaron Hills just sent me that loop, and I was like, "Yo, I don't even have to do anything to this."
yo, I
So
love types of samples. Hell yeah.
yeah. So those are the best samples when you hear it and you're just like, "Well, I just got to loop it and we're done."
Yeah.
Right, send that out. I did nothing.
I know, bro. For real. No, really.
But yeah, for those three, man, like that was it. And yeah, one thing that's about this album is like we did so many songs. Like there's a bunch of other songs that like me and you and Paz did that aren't on this album that are gonna be coming out in the future. So like there's so many songs that I've heard that aren't on this album.
Me too.
But that that's a discussion for another day. We'll focus on this album. And
Yeah.
I haven't been through it yet, but I mean the Method Man one's crazy.
Oh man, I'm gassed about that one, man.
Yeah, I mean, METHOD. I mean,
I
that's just like,
I know, bro. I didn't get to hear it until midnight, and I like
yeah,
'cause he sent me the other ones before they dropped, so I was waiting until midnight for it to come out so I could hear.
yeah, man.
Um,
That's just he
yo,
sounds so good on that beat too.
yeah, bro. I'm glad that came out good. And that was a sample that I made myself. That made it a
Yeah,
little extra special to me because I
yeah,
just
oh yeah,
yeah. But I wanted to ask you. So like you said, you start with the melody first.
yeah.
So do you pitch it like to where you want before you start adding drums, or do you add the drums like as soon as you like and then pitch them up together, or just for us beat maker nerds? I was wondering.
Yeah, no. So it's kind of based off of BPM. Like if I have a sample and it's at like 60 BPM, like I'm pitching that way up to
Yeah,
kind of match like 80. My like pocket's kind of like 85 BPM to 90, I
yeah,
guess.
yeah.
I try to go slower now because I feel like the market of beats that we make, like people are kind of gravitating towards slower.
It
You know?
definitely.
Yeah. So like I know when I first started working with Paz, like he would use like 90 to 92 BPMs. Now it's kind of 80, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87.
Yes.
So I like pitch my samples. I always pitch my samples up
Mhm.
to match like 80 to 85 BPM, and then like I said, whatever that is, I'll dictate the drums off of that.
Got it.
So,
Got
but
it.
yeah, I don't do you do much pitching with drums? I don't.
Uh, I do some. I won't pitch it down because I think
Right.
it to sound like you kind of stupid one, but I'll pitch up, but try not to do too much of it.
Yeah. Like I don't really change the like the pitch of a snare or anything. Sometimes you got to change the kick because it just sounds
Yes.
weird,
Yeah.
you know?
Well, one thing I like to do is if I'm using a drum break, I'll pitch it with the same pitch as the sample, uh,
Right.
same tempo, and then I'll chop it. So that way I know the drums are going to be perfectly in tune, and then program it differently or something like that. So,
Yeah.
but I wanted to ask you. So, how long have you and Paz been working together? How long has it been?
Man, I was actually looking it up this morning because I knew we were doing this live. And
Yeah.
man, the first time we connected was Season of the Assassin, which is
God, what?
2010.
Wow, dude, we're
Yeah.
getting old, bro.
I know.
Well, I'm getting old. You still look young.
Yeah. 35, man. So I mean,
Hey,
I think I connected with Paz. I was just out of college, so I was like 22 maybe.
yeah.
But yeah, Season of the Assassin 2010. And I was looking it up this morning. I've been on 16 consecutive Vinnie Paz albums,
Wow.
including Heavy Metal Kings, AOTP, and Jedi Mind Tricks. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
pretty cool.
Kind of looked at you as like his main in-house guy. I felt like he found you at that time, and I still remember the first one you guys did together with Beanie Sigel. That's another one of Paz's.
Yeah.
I think that's one of Paz's best solo songs ever, bro.
Oh yeah.
For me.
The I remember when he was working on that album. I think it was the very first time I met Paz in like Rhode Island or something, in like 2010.
Yeah.
I remember he told me because I didn't know anything about that. Like I didn't know that I was gonna be on that album, like anything. And he was just like, I just did a song with Beanie Siegel over your beat, and I was like, what? And I remember he said that he sat down at Scott Stallone's, the studio in Philly, and said that he played Beanie like 15 beats, and Beanie chose that one.
Did he?
So that's even like cooler to me. Like
Yes.
you know? So, yeah, but that album changed everything for me, man. Like, I was just like a kid. I was just a random kid making beats. And this was before IG, before, you know, MySpace was still a thing. Like, I remember, I remember, do you remember on MySpace, you could have like a top friends section?
Yeah.
I remember, I remember I was like a little kid. Paz was like, I'm going to add you to my top friends section.
Oh, that's a good look though.
Yeah. Yeah. It was like a top 8. Remember that?
Yes, of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah. So, yeah, man, like, uh, I mean, you have been around longer than me, but, man, like we've been around since the MySpace era. Like that just seems,
Bro,
yeah.
crazy.
Hey, we're still here though, right?
We're still here. We're still breathing. We're doing what we love to do for a living, and it doesn't get
Yeah.
much better than that, man.
No.
Um, so has your beat making process changed much from like, say, Season of the Assassin to now? Would you say?
I would say it's still always been melody first, then drums.
Yeah,
But the way that I dig for samples is different now.
it's changed
Like,
completely.
like back then, dude, I was pretty like not knowledgeable on a lot of stuff. Like I'd go to like YouTube and type in like Vinnie Paz samples, like
Yeah,
back then, you know, like
yeah,
I didn't even know what I was doing back then.
right.
But then as I got older and I got more knowledge on like like finding samples from Europe and all that. So and also with all the sample packs today, it's so much easier. Like we've spoken before. Like you can wake up today, make 5 beats in 2 hours. Back
Easily,
back in the Season of the Assassin days, I'd spend sometimes weeks looking for one sample and not making a beat.
dude. Okay, I gotta get on my grumpy old man. We had it harder than y'all soapbox. When we started making beats, there were no sample packs. you had to,
No.
you had to dig for records physically, go to the record store, or there were some dudes that you could buy records online or samples, but it was way overpriced. And
Yeah.
I can't even count the thousands of dollars I spent, the amount of time I
I
wasted.
know.
So like I got no pity for any of y'all. I'm just kidding. Like, but you know,
That was like a WWE promo you were doing right there.
I know you feel me, and I know
Nah.
my old head producers feel me too. It's like,
Yeah.
but I think it's a change for the better. I do.
Yeah, me too. Because like you said, like the money that you would spend on those records, like you could, buy like a $50 record and then go through the whole thing and not find one sample.
Not fun.
Like you would just buy it because the cover was cool or it was
Yep,
like 1970s from Greece or something. But
exactly.
like now, dude, before we get on this live, I told you I was looking for loops. Like you can just go to these websites and and we have so many friends that send us sample packs. It's like I can make 5 beats right now, man. Like
Literally.
and then send them out. So it's like
I think it's better though. It kind of evens the playing field out. So
mhm,
people
mhm.
that people really that really want to get it can get it popping. I think it's a good thing.
Yeah. But at the same time, I always thought that one of the talents for a great producer was having the ear to find their own samples.
Agreed. That's a very good point.
You know what I mean? So like
Yeah,
when one of these sample composer guys is like sends us a pack, that like they're gonna be like ready to make beats out of, like
easy.
like I remember back in the day, like you'd find a dope loop, but there'd be drums on it, so it's like like you kind of have to navigate through that.
Totally.
But yeah, man, it's definitely I definitely like how it is now because it's just like the workflow is just way faster.
Way faster, like exponentially faster.
Right.
I mean, I could sit here and talk to you about this like for like hours. So let me keep it moving because I did want to ask you a couple more things. All right, give me a top 5 of your favorite MCs that are in the game right now?
That are in
Like,
the game right now.
yeah, whether you've worked with them or whether you haven't worked with them. Who would you say?
Okay. Oh man. Uh Lloyd Banks.
Lloyd Banks.
Lloyd Banks is someone that I like, man, he's on my bucket list.
Yeah,
Um Paz.
Paz.
Paz will always be on there. Man, I'm trying to think of who I listen to.
Yeah,
Um,
could be anybody. Just give me a couple more. Who do you
okay.
think?
Uh, Jadakiss,
Jadakiss. Yep.
Conway. I like listening to Conway stuff.
Yeah, he's nasty.
I like listening to Benny.
Benny's good. Yep.
Um,
That's good.
yeah.
I
And
won't on the spot too much. You gave me five, so that's good.
oh, I did. Oh, okay. Yeah, nice.
But I to say, give me a couple that you haven't worked with that you want to work with, aside from Lloyd Banks. Like, give me a couple that you think you might be able to work with that you'd like to work with. How about that?
Okay. Geez, let me think here. Who do I want? So, like, I want to do a song with MLP.
Mm.
You know, I mean, like,
MOP is amazing, bro.
I want to do a song with MLP, both of them. I want to work with AZ. I don't know. I don't know how possible that is, but
Hell yeah.
I liked. I did a song with Ransom. I want to do more with him. He's kind of, he's kind of tricky with beats, but I like Ransom. He's
That
good.
was that was that song you dropped with him and Chino. That was fire, bro.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was a really that song came out good.
Yeah, dude.
And yeah, who else, man? Man, there's so many dudes out there. I
That's
like
cool.
Razkaz. I've always wanted to work with him.
Oh, I'm sure that will happen.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, all right. Well, yo, so moving along, switching topics just real quick, because I don't want to keep you all day. But who's gonna beat Roman Reigns, bro? Yo, as for those that don't, me and C-Lance are huge wrestling heads. So if you guys think that's dorky, that's cool. I get it. But who do you think is gonna beat Roman Reigns?
I think so. I do think they're gonna bring The Rock in, and I think Roman's gonna beat him to like be the big dog or whatever. So then he can finally say nobody can beat me, right? And then I think that whoever the next guy is, they're gonna build him up to be the one that beats Roman Reigns, whether it's Bray Wyatt or I think even Cody might come back and because he had like that pec. So like you watch that match where his pec was all.
Dude, how did he even do it?
Dude, I thought that was fake
I
because like I was like
well,
a
bro,
torn pec looks like that.
yeah, bro, I seen that injury before, like in real life. So I was like, God damn! As soon as he took the thing off, me and Young Bangers were both like, how is he gonna do this? And it was,
Yeah,
yo, I'm a big fan of Cody Rhodes. I would like to see him.
yeah,
I would
yeah.
like that.
So I think Cody Rhodes or wherever they're gonna take the Bray Wyatt character because he's currently not like kind of feuding with anyone, right? It's like himself.
You're right,
Yeah,
exactly. He's just out there talking. I gotta say, like, I'm not the biggest fan of him, but I could see
yeah,
him pulling it off. Somebody else in the chat said Riddle. I like Riddle, bro. Yo, he's the man, dude.
yeah. I like Riddle too. That match with Seth Rollins at the last. I don't know if it was the last pay per view or the one before that. It was pretty good.
I didn't see that one. I got to check that out.
Oh yeah,
I kind of been catching back up on it. Me and Young Bang has got the 2K,
yep.
and that got me back into it again. I fucking love wrestling. But anyways,
Okay.
enough about that. What video games are you playing right now?
Last night I was playing Madden 23.
Yeah, is that like a staple for you, kind of?
Yeah, I like sports games. I don't know. It's just like
Yeah,
sometimes when I play like a game that has like a campaign or story mode, it's like it takes me a while to start it because I have to get like really into it. I
yeah.
just beat the new Batman game.
Gotham.
Yeah, Gotham Knights. I just beat that 2 nights ago.
Now, what would you rate that out of 10 on a scale of 1 to 10? Is that
So if I'm comparing it to the other Batman games, it's not nearly as good.
okay? Okay,
I'd say it's worth playing, but it's not like I wouldn't go out of my way to buy it.
okay. Good to know.
Yeah.
How about the new God of War? Have you played that yet?
I'm waiting to get that. Yeah. But
I'm
I mean I saw it got a 10.0 rating.
Yeah, and I saw Gmo Ski hype talking about it, and he's been playing it. He said it started out slow, but it's turned out fire. So I think I'm gonna grab that. But
Yeah, the graphics look insane.
they look crazy, yo.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
And but one more thing, there's supposed to be an AEW video game.
oh, word?
Yeah, I don't know when it's supposed to come out, but it's supposed to be the Nintendo 64 creators are like releasing it, like the ones who did like No Mercy and WrestleMania 2000 and all that.
Hell yeah.
So
Hell yeah.
that'll be kind of cool because I love Jericho and
Oh yeah,
Sting.
I do too. I like Sting.
Vinnie Paz's favorite wrestler, Sting.
Yo, I love Paz and be like, yo, dude's like Goldberg was the man, just to piss him off.
Yeah,
But
yeah. Yo, my favorite character of all time is Hollywood Hogan.
I mean, he's one of the best. He was the most over by far as a babyface, but then he was like not even close. But then as a heel, it's like he's one of the best heel ever. Like,
Yeah,
it's just
yeah.
crazy.
And
Um,
it's it it shows how smart he was because I've seen him do interviews where he said the like the red and yellow Hogan was getting kind of stale.
oh yeah,
And like fans were kind of getting, especially like going into the 90s when like that like heroic like guy was kind of not the thing anymore.
yeah,
So he was like, I had to do something. And then when he changed to Hollywood Hogan, it was like the
yeah,
best, man.
yeah. It's the same thing. Like even with like us making beats or music, we got to put a slight twist on it because if you do the same thing literally for like too long, people
Yeah,
want to hear something a little bit different. You just put a little twist on it.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah.
Yo, so where can if people want to go support Sealance merch or like products, where do they go?
I have a Big Cartel page. It's just like Big Cartel / Sealance.
Okay,
I'm in the process of getting new merch. I don't have all my merch is sold out right now, but
okay,
I'm in the process of getting new merch, and I'm still waiting on the vinyl of my album that I released, the Undying Flame. Fat Beats should have the vinyl soon.
yes, yes.
So
You hear that, people? His vinyl is dropping soon off the Undying Flame. That's going to be a collector's item. I just want to give myself a quick plug. This is the You Ain't Shit shirt, among others. You can get at brutalmusic.org. And yeah, and then my vinyl, my drum packs, everything, all my producer homies can go there. Any shout outs to for you, C Lance? Anyone you want to shout out?
man, just shout out shout out to you. Shout out to you for having me on here, man. Like,
Thanks for being here.
I don't have many friends that, especially does what you and I do. So it's good to have that friendship and, brotherhood, uh,
Yes,
talk about, because I think we deal with a lot of the same stuff.
we do.
So,
That's why.
mentally and, physically doing all this stuff. So,
Yeah.
shout out to you. Shout out to Paz for holding both of us down for, 12, 13 years or whatever it is. And then shout out to all you guys in here supporting us, man. Like, there's so many beat makers, so many producers out there. So the fact that you guys stay supporting me and Stu like means everything.
Yes, I'm right on board with you. Shout out to you as well, man. I appreciate your friendship.
Yeah.
And
Definitely.
and did you get your keto yet?
No, where is it? No.
Bro, mine got delivered. It's in the mailbox.
Is it?
I got the notification.
So I get my mail every day at like 11, so it's definitely gonna be here in like a half hour.
I'm just fucking with you. I didn't get it yet.
Yeah, but how crazy was it that the other one shipped right when I got it?
I know.
And then it was, I mean, come on.
They're probably like a new startup company, probably like, and I think Veterans Day threw them off. So
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
still, it's annoying. It's annoying.
Yeah, definitely.
Yo, I don't want to keep you any longer because I know you got beats to make and you got to play with your cats. You got to play video games. And
Yep.
I just want to say I appreciate you, man. And let's do this again sooner than later. I want to get you on for my Patreon homies when we do our beat making contest one time to get you to judge the beats with me.
Oh, yeah, we were supposed to do that. Yeah, just let me know whenever.
I appreciate you, brother.
All right, thanks for having me, bro.
Yeah, man. I'll talk to you soon, okay?
All right, peace.
All right, peace. Yeah, so that was my homie C-Lance. And yeah, man, shout out to C-Lance, man. He's a good dude, a nasty beat maker, and yeah, man, just a good friend. Shout out to everybody holding it down. Don't get into too much trouble this weekend. Don't party too hard. And thank y'all for supporting myself, Young Bangers. Everybody go run up that new Vinnie Paz album. And yeah, man. Just stay in touch with me. I'm gonna holler back at my earliest convenience, and let's all keep grinding, doing what we love doing. And yeah, it is what it is, man. Thank y'all, man. All right. I'm up out of here. I'm gonna go make some beats. Y'all be good. Peace out.